Let's look at the correlation procedure. So here I have a data set. It has two variables, x and y, in it. Let me go ahead and run this plot procedure so you can see what it looks like. I've got x and y, and they're scattered on the scatter plot like this. Looks like a pretty strong correlation. Let's check it out and see. So I can run this proc core. Here's the syntax. As always, this data equals mine is optional. I like to use it so I won't confuse myself if I've got several different data sets running around. And I'm going to run it on two variables. You can throw as many variables in there as you want, just so long as they're listed in the order you want them. It'll shoot out the correlation matrix with those variables in that order. So when I run the core procedure, it goes ahead and gives me a few simple statistics. We may not necessarily need these, but then it gives us this correlation matrix down here. So obviously the correlation between x and x is just 1, not a big surprise. But the correlation between x and y is this top number here, 0.90332, and then the second number listed there is this p-value. So in other words, the null hypothesis for this is that rho, the population correlation, is 0, and then the alternative is that it's not equal to 0. And so that if you need a one-sided p-value, you can divide by 2. So it just goes ahead and spits that out for you, but the top number is the basic correlation that you'll need most often. Another thing that you can do with this is, if you have say several different classes, maybe these are different races or different ethnic groups or genders or whatever, and you want to run separate correlations for the separate classes, then once you've got that class variable stored there, you can come down here and sort by class, run this proc sort on it, and then you can do a correlation procedure by class, and then it'll shoot out separate correlations. You can see for class C, I've only got 4 observations as opposed to the 12 we had before, and then it gives us our correlation between x and y for class C is 0.966, as opposed to, say, for class B, it's 0.81. And finally, the last thing you can do is use this frequency variable option, say. So I went ahead and used freq as the name of my frequency variable. You probably don't want to do that. That's kind of bad syntax, but it's fun just for looking at. And what I said was, there are 10 points, that's my frequency variable, that